Hey, it's Paul Passmore here. I've decided to start doing a little bit more talking and updating on my social media profiles, especially on YouTube. So I just want to give everybody a 2025 update on me and my family's arm wrestling. It's been a very interesting year. I've had a lot of fun, had a lot of great opportunities. Started out this year, my whole family pulled the Alabama State Tournament. We had a really good time. My oldest son, Daniel, made his professional arm wrestling debut 1 week before he turned 16. So he was 15, pulling the men's pro 154 class, and he placed second. A pretty good stat class. He had a good showing. I wasn't sure how he would do. I knew he was ready, and he really impressed me on that one. I'm very proud of him. My wife won her weight class and all women's overall at that same tournament. I won second place. I won first place in men's left-handed 242 class. Went undefeated on that. Had a really good run. Actually, I didn't go undefeated. I lost one round in the championship match to Josh Ellington. But then I was able to beat him the second one. It was a really good game of chess we played on that one. Josh is a good friend and a really good rival too. We definitely push each other to get better. My youngest son, Henry, he placed second one arm and first the other arm in the children's class, so he had a really good run. We left there with a lot of medals and a lot of good memories as a family. It was a lot of fun. Then, shortly thereafter, Chris and Will gave me an opportunity to pull a knuckles up. That was a dream of mine. Had a really good time. It didn't go my way. Started out that match 3-2 to a very strong Ji-Hyun Min. He made some good adjustments, and I got tired, and he came back and beat me, unfortunately. After a 2-0 start, he beat me 3-2. It was very competitive. The match could have won any way. Gosh, I'd definitely like to run it back someday. I have a lot of regrets. I made some mistakes in that match, but hats off to G. He was definitely the better man that day, and I also want to thank Will and Chris for the opportunity, and I know there was a lot of controversy about the pay. I'll just give my personal experience. They paid me really quick and in full. I didn't really have any trouble. I hate the way it went for everybody else, but they were really good to me. They rolled out the red carpet for us. They gave us a lot of exposure, a really good time, great platform, and I got paid fairly and quick. Hats off to Will and Chris. I definitely hope to everything works out really good for you in the future and you continue to do what you do, and I'd love to compete again for Knuckles Up. They're really good to me. Shortly thereafter, I was given another amazing opportunity. I got to go, Paul Maiden and Marcus gave me an opportunity to pull at Arm Gods against James Wall. That was so fun. Yet another hard-fought loss. I lost that one 3-2. James made some good adjustments. The match also, in my opinion, could have went either way. It was a really close, hard-fought, just claw scratch victory. Just like with G, me and James both walked away licking our wounds, but he got me that day, so hats off to James. Great match. I definitely would like to run that one back someday. Marcus and Paul were also gracious enough to give me another opportunity. I'll be pulling in the UK this July at some point. I'll give you more details on that as it comes. I have a very strong opponent coming up. It should be another really good match, very competitive. We're going to definitely keep everybody updated on that one. The next day, after my hard-fought loss to James, I was able to pull the Ryan Grundon's Winter Blast tournament, and that was always a bucket list tournament. I was very excited to be able to pull that Arm Guys match, and just as excited to pull Winter Blast. I got some huge wins. And even after that hard match, I was able to go undefeated in the men's pro 242 class, both arms, and win first place at the biggest tournament in the United States, Winter Blast. I got some big wins on some big names. Everybody in it was extremely talented. It was a deep bracket, just a dream tournament and a dream outcome. I pulled really smart that day, and I feel like The night before, I may not have pulled that smart. I laid awake most of the night thinking about some of the mistakes I made and made some good mental adjustments and shook off the dust and got back on the horse and pulled Winter Blast the next day after my loss at Arm Gods, and definitely showed out. I pulled really smart that day. So that went really well. My family, my wife, she placed second at women's. Then my son, I think he went 2-2 in men's pro 154 class. And then my son Henry placed second one arm and first on the other in the kids class. So we all competed at Winter Blast and we had a really good time. Winter Blast is definitely an experience. If you've never pulled that one, I definitely highly recommend it. Then last but not least, I pulled Max Underground, and Brady and Bob Brown gave me the opportunity to pull that. It was a 8-man tournament that was not a round robin. Your opponent was randomly chosen out of a hat. And then you pulled them 2 out of 3. Whoever won went on, whoever lost was eliminated. And I unfortunately drew the worst card I could have first round. A very strong Willis Dilly. He ended up winning the whole thing. He really didn't have much trouble with anybody. He blew through the whole tournament, won first place. I just wasn't big enough to pull that guy. He was something else. That's a name to keep in mind for the future. I was very impressed with him. He's a very smart and very strong puller. I got to see Salt Lake City, Utah. Beautiful place. I rented a car. Even though, you know, Max Place, they took good care of us, I wanted to rent a car and just drive around and see the sights. I got to see Great Salt Lake, and I got to see the most beautiful part of the Rocky Mountains you could possibly ever want to see. And I drove way out into them and just got to really see it and feel it. And I went hiking the next morning on Mount Olympus and the Olympic Trailhead. Spent a few hours doing that, just being out in nature. I definitely didn't want to miss out on an opportunity to see a place like that. That was kind of a bucket list destination. So this year, arm wrestling has afforded me the opportunity to see Philadelphia and New Jersey and Salt Lake City and do what I love to do. What's next on the list is probably the Georgia State tournament. Looking forward to doing that. Me and my whole family will be competing in that. And that kind of brings us up to date. It's been a fun year. I'll be doing a little more content, training. I've bought a lot of new equipment, and from Arm Assassin Strength Shop, some really cool stuff. I'll do some videos and show y'all that here shortly. But anyway, if you like my channel, please like and subscribe, and I'll be doing more content where I talk and give my opinions on things, and may even start some podcasts. Y'all have a good one.